Namaste and Welcome. My name is Danielle and welcome to my Yogic Practices Stress Reset class. About a year ago, I purchased myself a yoga teacher training for my birthday, and today, a year later, I'm here to share my favorite piece of knowledge that I learned in my last year of practice with you. This combination of knowledge is going to be a mixture of education, mindful meditation with pranayama or breathwork, and asana or postures. The postures will be in a second video in this class, and this video is just going to be surrounded around our breath work. Get ready to balance your stress as we touch on Ayurvedic energy bodies and Ayurveda as a natural system of medicine. This natural system of medicine actually originated in India more than 3,000 years ago. Its Sanskrit translation, Ayur, means life, and Veda means knowledge, the knowledge of life. Ayurveda is all about balancing the mind, body, and soul through self-care-like practices and stress prevention. The science of Ayurveda is one that I will leave to the masters and a topic too large for myself at this time. But instead, I do feel comfortable today to focus on what Ayurveda says about stress. So I invite you to join me for a little bit of breath work and education. Leaning into Ayurvedic principles, we can understand that humans have 3 physiological and scientific responses to stress. Well, stress can be aided through items like breathwork, exercise, nutrition, meditation, and the practice of yoga. The practice of yoga actually goes far beyond the mat and is an 8-limb path. Stress is viewed as an energy imbalance, and imbalances in the bodies leads to disease. When balanced, one can reach a state of flow, ease, and grace. It's when we're in this state that we can also meet our struggles with the same calm, clarity, contentment, and move towards a solution-focused mindset with positivity. All stress isn't the same though. Our thoughts, our emotions, our age, the type of sleep we get, our nutritional choices, who we choose to surround ourselves with, and the energies we decide to hold on to within ourselves. Both our inner and our outer environment influences all. It influences our mind, our body, and our energies. Stress will show up either in the mind or the body, or in tandem in both. You know, the key to understanding this stress and which stress we're actually in is to really hone into our emotions and how we're feeling in the present moment. Ayurveda will look at 3 vital energies. These 3 vital energy bodies, being the doshas, determine our stress type. Our 3 vital energy bodies are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. These 3 energies together are actually comprised and made up of the earth that we live around today. They consist of the 5 elements. And those 5 elements are fire, water, air, earth, and ether. So our moods and our emotions will change based on so many factors. They change based off of how well these energies are able to move throughout our body. When blocked or stuck or stagnant, it leads to the 3 types of stress. Our mental stress, our emotional stress, or our physical stress. These types of stresses are associated to the doshas. So mental stress arises when the Vata dosha is out of balance. This can appear when your mind is racing, constant thoughts in your head. There's no time for just peace and silence. This dosha is governed by air and space. So if in excess, one is going to feel flighty and anxious and totally burned out. You might feel like you're constantly rushing or just needing to get things done. You have that constant to-do list that's running in your head, causing insomnia and the inability to be in the present moment. You're always either maybe worrying about something in the past or something that you're anticipating in the future. This is because the actual energy of our hips is rising up into the mind and creating that constant flow of chitti-vritti, or mind chatter. Our emotional stress is ruled by the Pitta dosha, the element of fire. So element of fire reigns here, and we all know fire can take over and control and overheat. When burning over hot, we can be easily angered, irritable, or quick to melt down and just say, I can't take this. When we feel frustrated or emotional stress, it ignites the fire and the inability to listen to others. We have less ability to hold space. Pitta is the energy of digestion and can produce, when in excess, symptoms of indigestion, constipation, and often inflammation. Me and the Pitta dosha are constantly balancing with chronic inflammation. Lastly, the Kapha dosha, managing all of our physical stress, manages this by managing the water within our body and its systems. Our bodies are actually comprised of about 90% water, so this is very important. The elements of this dosha are earth and water, and when in balance, they err on the side of being grounded and calm and slow to anger, really going through life intentionally and in the present moment. When in excess or imbalance, one may feel, lethargic or sick, sleepy, nauseous, just a lack of appetite. You may feel sad and depressed. You can wake up tired when you've had a full night's rest. In our practice, the goal is to never not feel these feelings. It is actually natural to have feelings, and it's part of living the human experience that we live here on earth. To become misaligned, then, I infer is natural. And when we feel these imbalances, the goal then is to become an awareness and recognition. When we feel off inside, we can thus ask ourselves, what tool is going to work for me right now? Am I feeling mental stress, emotional, or physical stress? What do I need to bring my body back to balance and health right now in this moment? And this is ever changing and ever flowing. So having said that, I invite you now to join me as I walk you through asana and breathwork that will hopefully serve as a quick tool guide and centering tool for you to use throughout your life. Like I said previously, yoga is an 8-limb practice that starts on the mat and also goes on off the mat and throughout your day-to-day life. If we haven't already, I encourage you to find a nice seated position, an easy pose, cross-legged. Our back is going to be upright and we're going to be in a seated position, making sure we're not arched too far forward or arched too far back, just neutral spine, sitting on that sit bone. And just begin to inhale and exhale, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears, rolling down and around and back, relaxing the jaw, bringing the tongue off the roof of the mouth, just letting all the tension go. Well, as you begin to reflect on anything that may have come up as I was explaining the doshas, I invite you to begin by bringing the palms to your heart center and close the eyes if comfortable or leave them open if not. Begin running the palms together, creating a natural heat as you slide and create natural friction up and down with your palms. Inhaling here through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. On your next inhale, we're going to release the hands and bring that right palm up to meet your forehead or third eye center. How does this feel? Begin to check in. Lightly close the eyes and sense. Is it a tornado? Or is it a quiet, stormless night? Maybe it's racing or calm, content. Maybe there's just a few random cricket sounds in that calm night. Now next step, We're going to bring our hands to meet our heart and check in here. Is it cool or overheated? Is it tense, closed off, or free, open, and abundant? Coming next to your belly with a deep breath in, feel the energy as you place your palms over your navel. Is it full of spunk and life and energy, or slow and sluggish? The key is to take note without judgment. As these thoughts arise, listen in, and just as if you were just shrugging your shoulders, saying, interesting. Thank you. Thank you for the thoughts. Lovingly show up to these feelings and create a safe space for them to be expressed. Take about 3 more deep breaths here, feeling into the moment. It's okay to not have the answer. Just be here and now. On your next inhale, begin to open your eyes, slowly bringing awareness back into the present room that you're in. I invite you, once you've received insights, you can take note in a journal or just in the mind's eye. And one of my favorite things to do after this body scan is really tap in, hone into that present moment, and fill that need. If I was on my stomach area and I felt lethargic or lack of energy, I will fill my body with nutrition. And we're not going to stop here. I invite you to now, as we go through a sequence, feel into which dosha or doshic energies you either felt balanced or maybe not so balanced in. Try to see how we can move the energy throughout the body. If we are wanting to balance the mind, the goal is to slow down and find grounding. Grounding is going to be your best friend. And we can do this using a simple reset breath. And I like this one because it can be used discreetly. So the reset breath is a breath of inhalation for 4 through the nose, holding at the top for 2. And then we're going to exhale slow and controlled for a count of 5. I invite you to try it with me now. So the invitation again is to come back to your seated position. Comfortable, easy pose. You can gently close your eyes if you wish and begin to just focus on your breath. Place your hands again wherever comfortable, heart center, on the knees, in the lap. There is no goal here. We're just going to get comfortable in our space and allow your body to exist and take up space here. You belong here and you are allowed to be here. We'll begin our breath reset as we deeply inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold for 2, 1, slow exhale through the mouth for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhaling here through the nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, slow exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhaling, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, inhaling through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And as you come down from this breath, I just want you to With eyes closed, come back to your natural breath. Feel into the present moment. When you're ready, slowly but surely start to blink your eyes open to be greeted by the room. Take in your senses. We're here in the present moment. I hope that that reset breath was able to just slow things down a little bit, ground and calm you. My favorite time to use this breath is maybe when your toddler's thrown their milk cup one too many times and you're ready to just get angry, but you can't because they're just a kid. Or maybe you're fighting with your partner and you're stepping out to take a break because you're trying to consciously ground and reset so that you can come back with a solution, less reactive mindset. This counting breath can be done discreetly and throughout your day whenever you need a little bit of centering. I invite you today to take what serves you and leave what does not. And if this did feel good for you, I invite you to go to my next video where we continue with this practice and I take you through a yoga flow where we begin to try to move these energies throughout the body to really bring more balance and centeredness to our life. Let's take one more deep collective inhale together. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling here through the nose. Exhale, deep sigh out. Thank you for learning and starting a practice with me today. Namaste. I hope that we always speak kindly to others and ourselves, speak kindly in our minds, and have a blessed day. Goodbye.